Why is consciousness a mystery? Consciousness is one of the most profound and elusive mysteries that humanity has ever sought to understand. It lies at the very heart of what it means to be human. Yet despite centuries of philosophical inquiry and decades of scientific research, we still grapple with fundamental questions about its nature, origins, and purpose. The mystery of consciousness persists because it touches on questions that span multiple domains, from neuroscience and psychology to philosophy and metaphysics. Its enigmatic quality arises from the intersection of subjective experience, objective study, and the limitations of human cognition. At its core, consciousness refers to the state of being aware, not only of the external world but also of oneself. This awareness is deeply subjective, as it is tied to personal experiences, sensations, emotions, and thoughts. The sheer subjectivity of consciousness is one of the primary reasons it remains so mysterious. While science has made remarkable strides in studying the brain, the question of how physical processes give rise to subjective experiences, what philosopher David Chalmers famously called a hard problem of consciousness, remains unanswered. The brain, a 3-pound mass of neurons and synapses, can be dissected, scanned, and studied. But the leap from electrical signals to the vivid experience of seeing a sunset, feeling pain, or remembering a childhood moment remains a profound gap in understanding. One of the central challenges in studying consciousness is its deeply personal nature. Unlike other phenomena in science, consciousness cannot be directly observed or measured. It exists only as an internal experience, which means that researchers rely on indirect methods, such as behavioral experiments and neuroimaging, to draw inferences about it. While these methods have revealed much about the brain's structures and functions, they do not fully explain why subjective experiences arise or why these experiences feel the way they do. This makes consciousness unique among scientific subjects, as it cannot be wholly externalized or objectively quantified. Philosophically, the mystery of consciousness has long been debated. From the dualism of René Descartes, who posited that the mind and body are distinct entities, to the materialism of contemporary neuroscientists, who argue that consciousness emerges entirely from physical processes, there has been no shortage of theories. Each approach, however, encounters significant challenges. Dualism struggles to explain how an immaterial mind could interact with the physical body, while materialism often faces criticism for failing to account for the subjective richness of conscious experience. The debate underscores the complexity of the issue and the difficulty of finding a framework that can comprehensively address all aspects of consciousness. Adding to the mystery is the question of why consciousness exists at all. Evolutionary biology offers explanations for many features of living organisms, but the evolutionary purpose of consciousness remains unclear. Some theorists argue that it provides survival advantages, such as enabling complex decision-making and social interactions. Others suggest that consciousness might be an accidental byproduct of neural complexity, with no intrinsic purpose beyond its emergence from highly interconnected networks of neurons. These competing views highlight another layer of uncertainty, as they grapple with the why of consciousness in addition to the how. Neuroscience, while providing remarkable insights, has not yet solved the puzzle. Scientists have identified brain regions and neural networks associated with various aspects of consciousness, such as the default mode network, which is active during introspection and self-referential thinking. Studies of patients with brain injuries have also revealed that certain structures, like the thalamus and cerebral cortex, play critical roles in maintaining conscious awareness. Yet, even with these discoveries, the fundamental question remains: how do these neural processes translate into subjective experience? Neuroscience can identify correlations between brain activity and conscious states, but correlation is not causation, and the mechanisms that produce awareness remain shrouded in mystery. Artificial intelligence and the question of machine consciousness, another layer of complexity. As AI systems become increasingly sophisticated, some researchers and ethicists have begun to ask whether machines could ever achieve consciousness. This raises profound questions about what it means to be conscious and whether consciousness is inherently tied to biological processes or if it could emerge in non-biological systems. If machines were to become conscious, it would challenge our understanding of the mind and force us to confront ethical and philosophical issues about the nature of personhood and moral responsibility. Cultural and spiritual perspectives further enrich the discussion of consciousness. Many religious and spiritual traditions view consciousness as a fundamental aspect of existence, often connecting it to concepts of the soul, universal awareness, or divine essence. These perspectives offer alternative frameworks for understanding consciousness, emphasizing its transcendent and interconnected qualities. While these views are not typically addressed by scientific inquiry, they highlight the profound significance that consciousness holds in human life and its role in shaping our understanding of reality. Ultimately, consciousness remains an area of mystery because it sits at the intersection of science, philosophy, and personal experience. It challenges our assumptions about the nature of reality, the limits of human understanding, and the relationship between mind and body. As research continues and new discoveries emerge, we may come closer to unraveling its secrets. Yet, the deeply subjective and multifaceted nature of consciousness suggests that it may never be fully comprehended. Perhaps its mystery is not a problem to be solved but a reminder of the profound complexity and wonder of existence itself.